welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Tolu J. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the step-by-step routine of exactly how I got this flawless look. So be sure to stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so for my eyebrows, I like to use a nice eyebrow gel to keep my eyebrows up. I remember I tried the e.l.f., but I wasn't really feeling it. So like I said, all the products are going to be in my description box below. But I really do like the Benefit, I think that's what it's called. When I tell you it keeps my eyebrows up like the whole time, y'all, I really mean the whole time. And this is my mirror, by the way, because I don't know how the girlies do their makeup in the phone camera. So I faded my eyebrows very lightly after I put some of the gel on it. And now I'm about to go in and conceal. So I used two different tones of concealer. I used Chestnut, LA Pro Girl, and Toffee. I used the darker one for my top brow and the lighter one for the bottom. I'm not about to be wasting my expensive concealer on eyebrows. It doesn't give that, I'm sorry. LA girl gonna do it every time. It's blazing the beat, baby. And fun fact, I actually like my eyebrows thin. And I naturally have thick eyebrows. But I don't know. I don't really like when my eyebrows are like really bushy. Let me turn the music down because I really hope you guys can hear me. Because I know a lot of videos usually don't show, at least makeup videos usually don't show how people do their eyebrows, but I decided I wanted to show you guys. I start off by concealing the bottom and then I go in to conceal the top. Like I said, I like them thin, so I tend to sometimes like overline them, but it works. Okay, now I use one of my brushes and I just blend it out. Blend, blend, blend. And I know some people have started doing their eyebrows like in the middle of their makeup, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like that. I feel like, why would I go backwards? Personally, I don't see the logic, but if it works, it works, okay? I like my eyebrows to look like twins and not sisters. I do not like when people say that whole, they can be sisters, not twins. Why wouldn't you want your eyebrows to be twins? Like, I am one of those people that will spend 30 minutes on just my eyebrows. And I have no shame about it at all. I have not an ounce of shame, y'all. So now, as I did with the last one, I first used the stick. Then I lightly shaded in. You know, thankfully I do have full eyebrows, so my shading in is very chill. And now I'm about to try to match them up. I have a bad feeling I'm gonna struggle with matching them up. I don't know why. Oh God. I'm going now. Tonight, period. Okay, now we conceal. Remember, lighter concealer on the bottom, darker concealer on the top. I did not know Dangote was the richest man in Africa. I used to be confused why people were like always hailing him until I looked him up like 2 weeks ago. Dangote need a sugar baby. Let me not sing for y'all. Fun fact, I used to sing in my church choir when I was in high school. And then suddenly when I stopped, it's like I lost my singing voice. I was very active in high school, actually. I used to be on the ASA team. My friends are probably laughing at me because that was a time. It was a time, y'all. It was such a time. And y'all, eyebrows is something that takes practice. So don't beat yourself up if you're trying to do it and they don't match like immediately. Trust me, my eyebrows used to look jacked up for like 2 years before I got them to even start looking like sisters, talk less of twins. Makeup is just one of those things that you're not gonna be great at until you just keep practicing. So don't feel bad, like you got it, okay? Wow, that was actually quick. Y'all, I'm telling you, sometimes my eyebrows really take me 45 minutes for me to match them up the way I want them to look. It's so annoying. After I blend, I like to brush the front of my brows. Brush them up so it looks natural. And this is the cleanup stage. So I try to still like do a little bit of concealer, darken some spots, so that they could look as similar as possible. So this video is for the girlies that know how to do makeup and just want to learn some new tips that I find for myself. And also for the girlies that are trying to get into makeup. That's why I'm trying to take my time and show you guys everything I'm doing. Because trust me, makeup is so hard to like really get, but once you get it, you just always look torch. Okay, y'all, so I'm done with my eyebrows. It's very much giving twins. So now let's do some skin prep. I love this Bobbi Brown base, vitamin enriched base. Oops. Vitamin enriched face base. It makes my makeup look so smooth underneath. Like, you know how when makeup looks like butter? This makes your makeup look like butter. Like, it's so good. And sometimes when I know I'm not gonna have my makeup on for like a really long time, I don't even use primer. This is supposed to be a primer and a moisturizer number 1, but if you have oily skin, then still use some primer. If you plan to keep it on for a long time. If you don't plan to keep it on for more than 4 or 5 hours, then you don't need it. So I tap this in. I need to make sure I have enough on. But this thing is expensive, y'all. Even though they discontinued, it hurts my heart so bad because Becca is that girl. Like, I feel like no other primer can match up to Becca. So what I do is, because Becca is like really strong, I put it on my finger and I rub it before I tap it into the area that I want to put the primer on. My chin likes to get... my chin, my nose, my forehead. And sometimes I put it everywhere too. It really just depends. So I just tap it in really softly, okay? When I tell y'all Nars is that girl, I was going through a phase where I was like trying to switch up my makeup. Well, I go through that phase every few months. And I tried the Lancome foundation. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, Lancome is good. Oh, let me not do that. Lancome is good. But Nars is great. Way more full coverage because I have dark spots, as y'all can see. Like, I can't really do light coverage foundations. Okay, so to put on my foundation, I kind of pat/brush. I recently switched to using a brush simply because I just feel like it's a little less work. I feel like beauty blenders don't blend out as quickly as brushes do. Yeah, I'm not shy with using a good amount of foundation. Me personally, I'm gonna use my foundation. Cause I know some people, they don't like to use a lot. They put a few pumps, but no. I hope y'all aren't getting annoyed by my humming. I'm sorry. Let me stop before y'all exit out my video. Y'all, I don't know if I can help it. I'm sorry. And just to say, like, there's no perfect way of doing makeup, okay? You do it how it works for you. But one thing Bobbi Boss gonna do, she gonna make my foundation look flawless. It's giving shade match, period. Okay, y'all, so the next step is going to be my concealer. I use Too Faced. I'm a Too Faced babe. And I use the shade Warm Sand. As I said, depends on the day. I like to bring my concealer a little bit close to my nose. And then do some, just lift it up a little bit, okay? So I like to use my brush and a sponge. What do I want to start out with? Let me start out with the brush today, okay? And I use a flat brush. And you gotta tap very lightly. If you do it too aggressively, it just... I feel like when you tap too aggressive, the color disappears into your skin. And because I like a highlighted look with my concealer, I tap lightly because I don't want the color to disappear. See how lightly I'm tapping? Just like that. Now I'm gonna do it on this side. Once again, bring it a little close to the middle, or the middle of my nose. Go, and then up. Once again, y'all, we're gonna tap lightly. And after I'm done, I think I'm gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. I hate when the lines are harsh, so I really like to blend my nose. Remember, tap softly, very softly. I hope y'all can hear the music, because I want y'all to vibe on me. So then I put some concealer on my upper lip. Yeah. My upper lip. See how I'm still tapping lightly, y'all? I'm telling you. It just looks so much better when you tap lightly. When you're aggressive, it doesn't give how I want it to give. Some days I decide to put concealer on my forehead, some days I don't. We're gonna put a little bit on my forehead. Still tapping real light, y'all. Buff the edges out so it looks a bit more seamless. But see, sometimes it blends so much, so I have to put more. Because I do want my forehead to be highlighted a little bit. That's today's look. Okay, so my forehead is just a little highlighted. And I'm going to keep buffing out my edges. I really hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing and hopefully possibly following along with me. That's kind of how I learned to switch up certain things in my technique. I watched Mela Child. Shout out to her. She's mom. So I put a second layer of the same concealer. So go over it again. Let me know in the comments what y'all's favorite step is in your makeup. What is mine? Blush. I'm a blush girl, y'all. I love blush. Like, I could live in blush, okay? So I'm just buffing out the edges to make it look seamless, you know, because we love a seamless makeup look, okay? I want to go to a concert. The last concert I went to was Wizkid. I don't know why so many people were hating on him. I really thought the performance was good. I feel like he's just a chill artist. Like, not everybody's gonna be like Burna Boy and yelling all over the place. Like, it's not realistic. Not every artist is like that. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna go to my lighter concealer. This is literally for the people. If you get it, you get it. If you get it, you don't. You get it, you get it. So I put it just in my inner corner. And y'all should know what I'm gonna do. Tap, tap lightly. Tap it lightly. It kind of gave it like a blurring effect a little bit. Just a little bit, and we're tapping lightly again. And I only put this in my under eyes, so. And I'm gonna put a second layer, just a little bit. I promise you, it's gonna look good. Don't be scared to do the brighter under eye. As long as you don't do it like scary bright, it looks bomb. Trust me. Still tapping gently, okay, y'all? And see how, like, come on. Come on, y'all. We just gonna buff the edges out because nobody wants a harsh look, okay? Once again, buffing it out. You don't want the line to go all the way back. It's gonna look too harsh. So try to buff it out so it stops like in the middle. See, that looks a lot more natural than when it was all the way there. So when it stops around here, it looks really good. Very natural. Okay, y'all, so we're gonna use some contour, all right? I think this is Thread. I seen this one dark-skinned woman on TikTok say how amazing it was, and I went to Target and I decided to try it, and I like it. So with the contour, you want to dot it on your contour line. So I kind of make a face and I put it right on there. See those dots? And now I'm gonna blend it out and blend upwards. Just like that. But it's looking a little hard, so I'm gonna blend it a little more. You see how when I do that, it's defined? And guys, my baby, my Valentine. You can do 3 or 4 dots, whichever works, okay? And then we're gonna blend, blend, blend. You see? When I make that face, you see it easy. Real nice. Now we're gonna contour my nose. This part makes me a little nervous because sometimes my hand slips and it's just they mess up. Mess up. All right, y'all. So the nose, you know, try to have a steady hand. Take your time and go from here and bring it down. Oops. It's a little crooked, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it when I blend it out. I'm gonna fix it when I blend it out. And I will start blending. it's not gonna be perfect all the time. We all have good and bad makeup days. I'm hoping it's gonna be a good makeup day, because that would be so embarrassing if I'm filming a video and then I have a bad makeup day. That's so embarrassing. So we're gonna blend it out. Okay. Some people do like the harsher contour look. I'm not one of them. So I blend it out to where it's slightly noticeable, but not too harsh. Okay, so now I go in with my darker concealer, my LA Girl, and I just highlight my middle. Blend, blend, blend. Remember I said, every time I'm blending, I blend very light. I'm gonna just blend this a little bit more, but I don't mind if my concealer in my nose isn't like crazy blended out. You see how my nose looks snatched? And at random times, y'all, I'm just gonna re-blend out parts of my makeup that I feel like could be more blended. Like when it comes to your makeup, you want that blended, nice, seamless look. So you have to keep blending at random times. And just correcting any mistakes that you see, like, I want a little bit more concealer here, so I get a little bit more concealer, okay? So y'all, next, I'm gonna get into baking. Let's talk about this girl right here, HUDA. I thought the TikTok girlies were being dramatic, but I don't know. It's a Laura Mercier girl for a while. And I had the same package or whatever you call it for a while, because like I don't use that much when I bake. So then I bought a new one a few months ago, and I really swear their formula changed because it wasn't given seamless like it used to. So I was like, yeah, no, I need to use something else. So I decided, let me give HUDA a try. And HUDA is everything Laura Mercier wants to be. It's really just that simple. Like, what? Okay, so I'm using a powder puff. I put some on my hand, tap, tap, tap. You don't want too much on, so I'm gonna put 2 layers of the baking powder on. Okay, back to it. So I'm gonna put 2 layers on, but first I want a light layer. So I want the powder puff to be even, okay? So tap and lock that concealer in. Look at that. It's so flawless. And I'm using the shade Banana Bread. I think I got Kunafa at first, but it was not highlighting enough for my liking. Like, it made me look one tone, and I don't really like to use one tone. Did y'all see that? No, but like, did y'all see that? Like, look at that. I promise you, HUDA Beauty, she's that girl. Like, stop playing so much. Now let's put a little bit on my forehead. My slightly highlighted forehead. All right, y'all, so now I'm gonna go with the second layer. This one's gonna be a little thicker. Don't be afraid, because HUDA is not drying. So I promise you have nothing to be afraid of. Only just a little bit, not too much. I don't need to put more on my forehead. I only put a second layer everywhere else. Sometimes a third. Because I realized with HUDA, the more you put, I feel like the more flawless my makeup looks. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So don't be scared. HUDA is not Laura Mercier. I definitely do shade. Laura Mercier isn't bad. I just don't know what happened to the formula. Like, it's not it's not what it used to be. And I know I'm not crazy because I'm very like observant when it comes to my makeup and the products that I use. And it's just, something's different. I can feel it, or I could see it, I could tell. So I'm gonna highlight my nose a little bit. Okay, so now when I'm baking for a little bit, I like to contour, where I put the liquid contour and bronze. Sorry, bronze. Okay, so let's contour a little bit. I use the Revolution Glow. This is literally a Fenty dupe. Like, it's so good for darker skin. So I'm literally just going over the places that I put my liquid contour with this powder. I don't like my contour to be crazy dark. As you can see, this isn't really that dark, and I like it like that. So I go over my powder, contour, just a little bit. Davido ate with this song. Okay, so I did that, and now let's bronze. You already know I'm a mocha mommy girl. Come on now, it's no debate, mocha mommy. So I just put it on my forehead and my like sideburns, edges, I don't know what to call them. So doing this makes you look warmer. I used to not wear bronzer, and I definitely see a difference now, like for sure. Time to snatch the contour. Okay, literally just like that, just like that. Don't think too much, just follow the edge and do it. This makes your face look so nice and snatched. Okay, so it's snatched, okay? And next, my favorite step, blush. Ooh, this is my song, y'all. This is my song. I feel like this is such an underrated song on the album. But now I'm gonna do blush. I like to, so fun fact, let me pause it actually, because I don't want to miss the song. But I like to put my blush on while the setting powder is that what it's called? Yeah, setting powder is still on. Because I realize it makes the blush look more seamless when you do it while it's on, versus if you put the blush on when you've already dusted it off. So y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. But I use 4 different types of blushes. I mix them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I make my concoction. And I just tap. And you keep going. One thing about me, I'm not afraid to blush. I probably put on blush like 20 times. You see how the blush is like blending seamlessly with the under, well, y'all can't really see it yet, but just hold on. It's coming. I like to put my blush up. Try to blend your blush. Why am I tongue twisted or tongue tied? Try to blend your blush up, okay? Like your face is lifted. It's really nice, trust me. And I'm still putting blush. I told you guys, this is literally my favorite step. Blush, blush, blush. You can never have it. I mean, you can never have too much of the blush. So what I like to do, I'm wiping off my powder puff. I like to tap it in a little bit. Then I like to brush it off with a nice brush. Let me get my brush. Okay. So I like to tap it a little bit in. And then I brush off the rest with my brush. Okay, now we're gonna brush it off. But do y'all see how flawless? Go and get HUDA. Like, what are you waiting for? Truthfully, what are you waiting for? So I like to buff this part out so the highlighted area doesn't look too harsh, okay? Now, it's time to wipe off the snatched. I didn't even realize my hair. Look, I don't care. Actually, no, I do care. There we go. I know y'all see this beat. Like, it looks flawless. I just tap everywhere else just to lock it in a little bit. Guess what I'm about to do? More blush. I told you, I have an obsession. And I'm not ashamed. I like to put a little bit on my nose. I love blush. I want to be a blush. I honestly didn't know how much of a difference blush brushes make. But they just, if you don't have a blush brush, get one. Get one. Now, sometimes when I'm feeling a little spicy, I put more setting powder. And I'm feeling a little bit spicy, so I'm going to put more setting powder. More never hurt nobody. I'm telling y'all, HUDA is not drying. So trust me. There's nothing to like be scared of. It's not drying, I promise you. Now let's brush it off again. And it's still flawless, guys. The makeup is still flawless. So what's next? I don't think I want to put highlight on my nose today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's your preference. If you feel like it, go ahead. If you don't, it's not by force. Actually, let's just put a little bit of, look, we're gonna use my finger because I don't know where my brush disappeared to. Just gonna tap it a little bit. See, it's subtle. It's subtle. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, y'all, so it's setting spray time. I like Urban Decay. She's that girl. Let's shake, shake, shake. We can still put a little bit more blush. Shake, shake, shake. And spray. Okay. Now, I usually like to fan it so it dries quickly because I can be impatient, but you don't have to fan it if you don't feel like it. It's literally not by force. You know what's missing, guys? More blush. I don't know if I'm going to show you guys how I put on my lashes because it's kind of dumb, but it works for me, okay? So no judgment. It's not giving judging me. Okay, and then I put mascara on my bottom lashes. I just used a beauty supply store mascara. I think it's like $2. Might need to upgrade though. This part always makes me hold my breath. Because it's just like, if you get it under your eye, it's a wrap. Okay. Let's not push our luck. Let me go to the other eye. Take your time with this part, please. Don't rush. Oops. Something that I like to do is I like to create a mole. It's just so cute. Just a little one. Dang, this is gonna reveal my secret. Y'all might have thought it was real. Oh. It's small, but it just, I love it. It's small, but like, are you from New York? That's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah. Okay, y'all, so I'm about to go do my hair real quick. I'm gonna be back to show you guys the final look. Okay, guys, so I finished my hair. I did some really quick curls, but I decided I wanted to show you guys how I get my lip. So I use a really dark liner to first overline my lips. Y'all can't tell me that little mole isn't giving. So overline. Go over it a few times. Okay, so I've overlined. Then I use a dark brown that's not as dark. And I go in the inner part and leave the outer part dark. I don't know if you can really see a difference. Kind of, yeah. So then I use my NYX lipstick for my middle. I'm gonna put some Eclair in the middle. And then I put a clear gloss on top. Make sure you put some gloss on the very top of your lips so it's shiny. I go in with my fortune cookie and put that on top. Okay guys, that's a wrap on today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.